Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taylor is in the catbird seat after Ridge accepted her offer. He did and indeed have to pop for a ring, she brought one with her. Cringe to the exponential. How is this going to end, with Taylor so hopeless to leg down a man who has ditched her multitudinous times before? She should know more, since she counsels people for a living, but life doesn't always work that way. Numerous of us are divided on Ridge accepting Taylor's marriage offer. Does he really love her, or is he trying to avoid an alternate case of broken heart pattern? Taylor is thrilled to the gills about her good fortune, not to mention sticking it to her nemesis, Brooke. Numerous believe that Ridge will no way get over Brooke, and obviously Taylor has considered this study, too. Is Taylor hopeless to propose to Ridge? Is Ridge worth fighting over? These ladies suppose so, indeed, though there are numerous fish in the ocean. Explosive show spoilers allude that at some point Taylor will realize that reuniting with Ridge was a big mistake. We'll see Brooke and Ridge fighting about his engagement, and this argument breaks the levee, with Ridge's passions pouring out. Don't be surprised if Waffler Ridge admits that being with Taylor is further about guilt than fortune. It's because of him that she had broken heart pattern, and that's a lot for anyone to deal with. Still, will he get cold bases at the balcony? Or might Brooke speak up rather of holding her peace? Or maybe Ridge comes to his senses, acts like a big boy, if Ridge goes forward with the marriage. When it comes to both Brooke and Taylor, they both feel to have this one thing in common: they're inversely pathetic when it comes to men. Brooke and Taylor are both pathetic for this reason. Or at least, that's how the internet is putting it. This all comes after Taylor proposed to Ridge in the expedience that they're truly going to stay together ever this time. Brooke seems to be reigniting effects with her old honey, Nick. For Taylor this is good news, because at least she'll have Brooke out of her hair temporarily. Or at least, that's what she's hoping for. Ridge is having alternate studies about his reunion with Taylor. As a matter of fact, the Forrester Creations heir is starting to suppose he may have made a mistake when he ditched Brooke, but are the women tired of his wishy-washy jest? Ridge and Taylor have been going strong for many months now, despite Brooke's hopeless attempts to get her man back. Taylor can tell that Ridge is starting to suppose about being with Brooke again. She actually was so spooked that she was losing him that she dropped a lemon at Regale and asked Ridge to marry her. Brooke has been canoodling with Ridge's half-family Nick, and it's driving Ridge nuts. A matter of time before Ridge dumps Taylor and gets back together with Brooke. But, word on the internet is that Brooke is fed up with her ex-husband's wishy-washy ways and she'll shut him down. Taylor will be just as fed up as her rival Brooke, and she'll wash her hands of Ridge too. Ridge started off the summer with his ex-wives fighting over him, and it sounds like he's going to be as single as a bone. Bill by the end of the summer. Who can really condemn Taylor and Brooke for growing tired of playing hot potato with Ridge for decades? Perhaps the two women will make another armistice and neither one of them will be with Ridge. Taylor and Brooke will both protest Ridge to the check and move on with other men? Nick will have some heartbreaking news to deliver to Brooke. Nick is in high position to give his ex-wife a shoulder to cry on, but he may not be the person that Brooke turns to. Nick got an goddess at Il Giardino and got a frontal row seat to Taylor proposing to Ridge. She indeed brought along a ring for the big engagement regale. Nick watched as Ridge said yes and slipped the ring on, and the couple celebrated. It'll only be a matter of time before Nick rats out his half-family and tells Brooke that Ridge and Taylor are getting wedded. Brooke just got done telling her family Katie that Ridge didn't indeed want to be with Taylor and their relationship was concave, so the marriage news will surely come as a shock to her. When Brooke gets her heart broken, she always ends up crying on another man's shoulder. We assumed that Nick would be the lucky Joe. Brooke could turn to Bill rather. Bill and Brooke have actually been spending a lot of time together as musketeers, and despite blistering times ago they're on good terms. Bill has been on the prowl for a while now. After his relationship with Poppy ended, Bill Spencer has been tragically single and eager to settle down with just about anyone. A Bill and Brooke love? Or would you rather see her revitalize a love with her partner Nick Wagner? Taylor puts her heart on the line this After realizing that Ridge is losing interest in her, Taylor will make a drastic move to try and save their relationship. But, will her plan boomerang? Brooke is caught up in a whirlwind reunion with her other ex-husband Nick. The former wedded couple hasn't spent time together in a decade, they've a lot of catching up to do. But, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Ridge will be green with covetousness when he learns that Brooke is spending time with his half-family. Taylor sets herself up for another broken heart syndrome battle. Ridge is a horrible actor and it won't be long before Taylor Hayes and his son Steffi both charge him of being jealous of Nick and Brooke. Taylor will shock Ridge. Hayes' ex-wife proposes to him and asks him to marry her. Anyhow, of whether Ridge says yes or no, it's not going to end well for poor Taylor. However, she's going to be devastated. If Ridge admits that he still has passions for Brooke Logan and turns down Taylor's offer, a chance her broken heart pattern symptoms could rear their unattractive heads again and she could have heart complications again. Still, also he's just dragging the ineluctable and setting her up for an indeed bigger heartbreak down the line, if Ridge accepts Taylor's offer and she starts making marriage plans. Imagine Ridge says yes, but also he ends up hooking up with Brooke before he's supposed to say I do. Ridge is damned as he does and damned if he doesn't. However, it could literally put her in the sanitarium and slash or kill her, if he's honest with Taylor about his passions for Brooke. Katie is still keeping a secret that could blow up Steffi and hopes fellowship the two agreed to remain civil for the sake of Liam. Now, it could snappily fall piecemeal if Katie uses this power to her advantage. Katie eavesdropped Daphne speaking to Steffi about her passions for Carter. She didn't know what she got herself into when she inked up to work at Forrester Creations. Daphne assumed that she was going to destroy Carter's relationship with Hope, the secret that Katie learned confidentially at the fashion show. Daphne had no idea that she was going to catch passions for him. She realized that Carter wasn't the man he made himself out to be. Carter's not a villain. He was just confused and thrown out course because of his relationship with Hope. Both of them had a lust for power and control, especially since they felt left cast away. Katie could use this intel to her advantage, but she hasn't done anything with it yet. This could blow up Hope's chance at a fellowship with Steffi. The two agreed to remain civil for the sake of their families. They wanted to end their decades-long feud because of Liam's grim prognostic. Family is more important than petty arguments and drama. Or, is it really? This could change their dynamic in a big way, especially if Daphne returns to the pack. Hope still has no idea that Steffi asked her friend to come back. She thinks having Daphne back would destroy her relationship with Carter, for good. Little does she know what differently is going on with the Daphne drama. This could get complicated, fast. What are your studies? Do you suppose Katie will gossip and ruin Hope and Steffi's chances of conciliation? Ridge is on the phone and tells Brooke he's staying on fabric. He asks if she has tried on any of his new designs. Brooke says she'll but knows they will each be perfect. The only thing she hates is only seeing him at work. Brooke wishes he'd eventually come home. Brooke notes how empty the house is without him. She tells him to stop being so stubborn, but Ridge says Taylor makes him happy. Eric and Taylor enjoy coffee and a converse. She thanks him for allowing her and Ridge to live in his house. Taylor notes she wants no pressure between them. Eric inquires and she mentions his part in sneaking Brooke into the looker portion of the last fashion show. Taylor directly asks if he thinks Ridge belongs with Brooke. Liam says he's having a good day. Steffi and Finn thank him for setting up the art program at the Spencer Beach house. Liam notes how important damage the preschool suffered in the backfires. Just also, Hayes runs in ready to attend the fests. He pulls out a robot and gives it up as a gift. Hayes asks if Liam can come with them to the event and he agrees.